Hey, what's up guys, Davis here, and today I'll be doing my unboxing and initial review of the new Tecno Camon 20. Right, so this phone costs about $190 here in my country, which is an increase from the price of the Camon 19 from last year. But also this phone has a lot of upgrades over that phone, upgrades that we're going to look at in this video. Right, so let's go ahead and start off with the unboxing of the device. Right, so I've been using the phone for a bit so that I could review it for you guys. I've repackaged it so that you guys can get the full unboxing experience. Right, so the first thing you're going to see in the box is the phone itself, which is currently on, as I've been testing it out. Right, let's go ahead and see what else you get in the box. At least Tecno still has stuff in the box. Right, so you get a case, which I'll be trying with on for you guys later in the video. Nice. You also get your 12 plus 1 month warranty from Tecno as always. Then you get your 18-watt charging brick right here, which the phone supports 33 watts maximum charging, but this is 18. At least you get something in the box, you know. I appreciate that. Right, so you also get your SIM ejector tool, your earphones, and USB-A to USB-C cable. Right, so that's all that you get in the box with the Tecno Camon 20. Let's go ahead and look at the phone itself. So let's start off by looking at some of the specifications Tecno is really proud of right here. So the first one is the 64MP main camera that you get at the back right there, and then the 6.67 inch AMOLED display, which is really nice. So being that they now have an AMOLED display, they can also use the in-display fingerprint scanner, which is really good. You know, this is the entry level Camon phone, and it has all these features, which is really nice. Yeah, you know, Tecno has come a long way. Yeah, so you also get 8 plus 8 GB of RAM, so that means that you get 8 GB of physical RAM, and maybe you can extend it to 8 GB with virtual memory. You also get a 32MP selfie camera with an AI shining selfie. So this is basically just the front facing camera for front facing flash. Yeah, just fancy name right there. And then the slim design, and 256 GB of storage, which is really good. You know, at this price point, I think that's really good and generous. 256 GB of storage, very nice. Alright, so let's go ahead and remove the wrap and see what the phone actually looks like right here. And it's a really nice looking phone right here. So the color I got is the Serenity Blue too, but you can also get this in black. Yeah, but yeah, this is my favorite color, blue right here, and it really looks good on this phone. Yeah, really looks good on this phone. Alright, so let's go ahead and look at some of the specifications. So at the back here you have your 64MP main camera, as I've talked about already, and then you also get these cameras that are usually all useless because you actually don't need them right here, but they just put them there for marketing. So this is the 2MP depth sensor and the QVGA camera, as they call it. Yeah, and then you get your quad flash at the back here as well. And at the back here the texture is rubbery. It's like rubber, but I think it's actually plastic, but I like the way it feels. Yeah, it's soft touch, more like leather, but I think it's more like plastic. But it has a nice texture. I really like that. Feels good in the hand. And on the sides here, they are flat, which is really nice. I don't mind flat sides, but they are shiny, so that means that you can get smashed up real quick. As you guys can tell, I don't know if you can see that, really smashed up. But yeah, the very shiny sides. And on the right here, you get your volume rockers right here, volume up and volume down, and then your power button, which this time doesn't house your fingerprint like the Camon 19 had fingerprint right here, but this doesn't because it has it in. Yeah, it's in display right here. As you can see, I've already registered it. Shall be testing it out later. Right, and on the left right here, you get your SIM tray. Yeah, and on the top, you get your secondary speaker. Yeah, that will be providing the stereo sound. Yeah, and at the bottom here, you get your main down firing speaker, your USB-C charging port that supports up to 33 watts of charging. Yeah, but in the box you get an 18-watt charging brick right there, so yeah, you'll not be able to use the 33 watts out of the box, right? And yeah, you also get your microphone and headphone jack at the bottom right here. So on the front here, you get your very nice AMOLED 6.67 inch display, 1080p. Yeah, the only thing that is really lacking on this display is just the high refresh rates. It's neither 90 nor 120, but yeah, 60 Hz, but at least it's AMOLED, you know what I'm saying? you're even getting an in-display fingerprint scanner, as I've shown you guys here, and it's really fast. So yeah, that's a very nice upgrade over the Camon 19. And yeah, I think that's all I have to see for this section. Now let's move on to the full review. This is the Camon 20. We're going to the full review of the device, and in this section I'm going to be talking about the things that I like and the things that I didn't really like about this phone. So basically the pros and cons of the device, and we want to start off with the pros. And the first thing that I really like about this phone is this styling. I like the texture on the back here. The Camon 19 had a very nice styling, but I think even this year they've improved. Yeah, I like the texture on here. It feels like leather, or more like rubber, something like that. But yeah, I like the way it feels. It's a soft touch material right here, though I think it's actually plastic. But yeah, at the end of the day, yeah, it feels really good in the hand. Yeah, and I also like the flat sides. I'm a big fan of those. They really look elegant to me. Only thing I don't like about them is the fact that they're shiny, so they really get smashed up. But the good thing is they provide the case in the box, and as I promised, I want to try it on for you guys right here, and we see what it looks like. It really holds the phone tight, as you guys can have heard that it really clips in hard, right? And this case really looks nice on here. You can still see the beautiful styling on the phone, and it actually protects the cameras. I like that about it. So when you put it on if you put it down flat, there's no the phone is not rocking around, it's not rocking about the place. So it just lays flat on here, and that's really good about this case. It protects the cameras, and out of the box you get a case that is actually usable. Only that these usually change color over time. That's the only bad thing about these clear cases. But yeah, otherwise, yeah, very good thing to have in the box. Very few phones now offer such accessories in the box. So this really hugs the phone tight, and it's kind of hard to pull off. But yeah, nice that you have it at least, right? So that's the first thing that I like about this phone, the styling of it. Right, so the other thing that I like about this phone is the display on here. This is an AMOLED display. Really, it's a big improvement from last year. Last year you had a 1080p but not AMOLED, and this year you have AMOLED. That also brings me on to the other thing that I like about this phone, the fact that you now have an in-display fingerprint scanner, which is a very good feature. At this price point, I think these things have been around for a long time, but it's a good thing that Tecno is starting to actually use them. Now this is the entry phone, like the entry level phone for the Camon series. We didn't expect such features, but you're here. And much as the price has increased, I mean, if this phone was to be sold by Samsung, it's going to be way more expensive. Yeah. Anyway, Samsung has better software, but let's leave that at that. But yeah, I'll say that I like the display on this. It's a very big display. I like the fact that you don't have a water drop notch anymore. You have a small cutout, and the bezels are kind of uniform, all around the phone. So that's kind of premium, for the price point. I think this is a really nice display, and it gets decently bright as well. I tried it outside. I was comparing it to the Galaxy S73 that I have, and it's not far off. What I'm saying? It's really good, really good. The display on here is really good. The only thing that is missing is high refresh rates, but I think it would be asking too much of Tecno at this price point. Yeah. So the other thing that I really like about this phone is the fact that now it has stereo speakers. Last year it didn't have those, and they're decent ones actually. Tecno has really improved in this category. I think this is the very first Camon series phone to have stereo speakers, like the entry level Camon phone to have stereo speakers. And that's a big improvement from Tecno. They have really crammed in a lot of features. So they have increased the price, but they've added in a lot of features to this device right here, and I really like that. So the other thing that I really like about this phone is the battery. So you get a 5000 mAh battery, and it's decent. In my time using it, I've not really noticed anything unusual. The battery life is really good. You can easily go to days if you're not really gaming or doing stuff like that. But battery is really good, and the other thing that I really like is the fact that it provides direct watt charging. You can get hold of the charger that can support 33 watts. It's going to really be charging fast. Right, so right now I've been using it with a 35 watt charger, but it was really charging fast, and that's a very good thing. Actually, this phone now supports faster charging than most of the A series, if not all of the A series from Samsung. That's a big improvement from Tecno actually. They're really up their game this time. The phone is really nice for the price. It's a very nice package. Yeah, the other thing that I like is the back camera on here. So the back camera is a 64MP main camera. These other two cameras are not really usable. They're just there for styling, to be fair. Yeah, 64MP main camera, that is decent, you know. Only thing I don't really like about it is that the images are kind of over saturated. Yeah, but otherwise you can get decent photos, you know, at this price point. Yeah, and when I say decent, I mean for like the price of this phone. Yeah, so don't expect really nice photos. So when I say decent, I mean like decent for the 190 like USD that you're paying. Yeah, right. So the other thing that I really like about this phone is the fact that they still provide like 2 SIMs and an SD card all at once. You can put them all in at once. You know, this one already has 256 GB of storage by default, which is really generous. You know, at this price point, that's really generous, and I really like that about this phone. And you also get a lot of RAM in 8 GB physical RAM, and you can also extend it to like 16 with virtual RAM. Yeah, so that's really nice on here. You can have 2 SIM cards and an extra SD card all at once, so you can increase the storage significantly using the SD card and also still have your 2 SIM cards. So that's really nice. Only a few phones right now can do that, you know. Most phones only let you use maybe 1 SD card and a SIM card at once, or you can only have 2 SIM cards without the SD card. And yeah, these are some of the last phones that can actually support this. The fact that it gives you 256 GB and still lets you use the SD card, yeah, it's really nice. I think that's an underrated feature that yeah, not too common lately. Yeah, the other thing that I really like about it is the fingerprint scanner that I talked about already. Fingerprint scanner here is in display, which is really exciting. I mean, I know very many people haven't tried this out, though it's been around for a long time, you know. It's not a new feature anymore. But yeah, it's good that it has trickled down to these entry-level phones. So yeah, really nice, and it's really actually decent. It's really fast, as you guys can tell, not slow at all. Yeah, very nice. So yeah, that's generally what I like about this phone. You know, the highlights are the display and the speakers really improved right there, and the storage, which is really generous, and the design. Yeah, so moving on to the things that I don't really like about this phone. There are many, but one of those is the front-facing camera. I think it's underwhelming. With 32MP camera, it's kind of underwhelming. It's not the best, you know. It's kind of noisy. Like the images are kind of noisy, especially if this light, and the colors are also not the best on the front-facing camera. So yeah, not the best quality from there, but not like you would expect it anyway. So these are entry-level phones. They're kind of pricey now, but still, you wouldn't expect too much from them. And then the other thing I'll complain about is the lack of high refreshes. But yeah, for the price, I think it's not really a con. I'm just nitpicking at this point. Yeah, but yeah, it would be nice to have if possible. So the other thing that I don't really like is the performance on here. So the performance is really not the best. You know, you have the Helio G85, which is decent, but don't expect it to, you know, play games like at the highest graphics settings and stuff like that. This is not really a con at this price point, but yeah, really they could have done better with the chipset. Yeah, the G85 has been around for so long. They've used this in many iterations with these phones, and yeah, it's not really exciting anymore. But yeah, I'll be testing out the performance, playing a lot of games on here, the likes of PES and Call of Duty, and maybe some other games that you guys have been suggesting. Yeah, so you guys should subscribe for that. Right, so that's it for the review, guys. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out.